don't take a shit at the restaurant. If you go on a date and you gotta take a dump, do that. Like, why? Clear your bowels before you go on the date, because that 15 minutes really did feel like forever. And there was a part of me that was just like, pay the bill and walk the fuck out. NANI? Dynamite. Yeah, we in here. Hey, how you guys doing? My name's Heero. As always, I try and bring you guys something to identify with. And today we're going to identify. I went on a date. Clap it up. Yeah, drop a bomb. I went on a date. I got a girl to agree. To give me her number. Sit down in a place by ourselves. Well, actually, it wasn't by ourselves. It was a bunch of people around us. But together with a bunch of people. And have a continuous conversation, a meal, and some form of gratifying attention. I just want to say this outright. On a scale of 1 to 10, the date was a 5 for me. I did this date more so for myself than I did for the purpose of dating. Because if I was looking at the grand picture of thing, the communication was off. Right? Had to switch it up. Let's switch up the tone. Let's switch the vibe up right now. We going dark purple, baby. The vibe was off. Because the communication from the beginning was off. And don't hear me out. I get it. People are busy. Life is busy. Those people shouldn't date. Hey, how you doing? My name's Heero. You're busy. You're caught up being the best version of yourself, trying to conquer and accomplish that goal that you set for yourself. Go get it, girl. I'm rooting for you. Leave me the fuck alone. Because I'm looking to date. I'm looking to have fun because I'm boring as shit. I don't need 2 boring people. What 2 boring people gonna do together? Why? Why do busy people want to date? Because they're selfish. Because when they're done hustling, when they're tired of grinding, they want to cuddle. They want to feel loved and affection. And you deserve to be loved and have the affection. But you also deserve to put in that same amount of effort into maintaining that level of affection. You deserve what you get based on what you put in. And if those rules stood true, there'd be a hell of a lot more single people out in the world. Because, like I said in the last episode, dating is a chore. It's a skill you develop just like any other, and you get better at it. So let's talk about someone who was really bad at it. And I'm not gonna put no names, no faces out here, because for all I know, this person might have an epiphany and come back around. But I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get a second date out of me. They have to take me somewhere. All right. But the whole purpose of this topic for today is these are 3 things that will probably earn you a no callback. My personal list. You're probably not going to get a call back if you do some of the shit you just do here. And it's not like an indefinite list, but it's just something that I would like to see change. Just some of the parameters of dating that I would like to see change. So this is just my little short list. So for starters, met this person. We went on a date. Lovely girl, very nice, very ambitious, very headstrong about her business. And I'm happy to see that. I was happy to, see that and want that for somebody, but ultimately the lack of communication and the lack of consistency. Because once again, you can say you're busy, but motherfuckers out here doing surgery. I had my elbow in someone's chest the other day and I still found time to text you. What the fuck were you doing? But I'm not here to judge. Busy is busy. One thing that will get you a L in the dating column for me is, oh wait, sorry, I'm reading the wrong side. I was wondering, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? One thing For sure. And this goes for both ways. But it's mostly one way. But I want to see this change. And when you hear what it is, you understand. I want to see women start bringing men trinkets for the dates. Guys, if you are meeting a girl for the first time, I don't care if y'all come in for coffee, if y'all come into a social lounge. I don't care if it's a goddamn picnic. I don't care if you don't got. It is more important, and dare I say, it's more important to bring them a trinket than it is to even have the goddamn date. If you're broke, hit me up. I will Venmo you $4.95 to go get some goddamn flowers and sit on a bench and have a conversation with this girl. I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Because if you don't bring the girl a trinket, you're no different than any other dude. And then you could be like, but if everyone brings such a trinket, then she'll my man. But guess what? You're the last person to bring a trinket. And you have the opportunity to keep it that way. Stop worrying about what everyone else did and start worrying about how to make yourself better. You baby. Guys, bring flowers. As my good friend Ayla says day to day, and she posts it all over her Instagram, bring the goddamn flowers. Just get her something. Because if you come empty-handed, after the date, after the conversation, she once again is left at neutral. And if she liked you, she'll like you more because of what you brought her. And if she didn't like you, she's gonna like you more, like you less because you have nothing to show for yourself. Bring some goddamn flowers. Bring something. I personally, it's just burned into my memory. You're gonna get flowers. Keisha wants money. You can get the Visa gift card on the third date. Yay. But I want to also flip the script on this. Ladies, bring that man a keychain. Bring that man a keychain. Bring him a keychain and get that shit to him. And he's not going to know what to do with it. He's not going to know how to handle it. But that's what happened to me. I went on a date, and I still to this day have the key chain on my key. I went on a date. This girl, she's like, your name's Heero? I was like, yeah, that's cool. And she bought me a keychain, a Lego Batman keychain, and that shit's still on my keychain. The date was fucking horrible. But guess what? She has forever a memory and a story attached to it. She's rememberable. And there's women I've had sex with, I don't even remember what we did in order for us to have sex. I was literally sitting in my car the other day, having a conversation with my homeboys, and he's like, hey, whatever happened to homegirl? I was like, who? He's like, bro, y'all dated for like 3 months. I was like, damn. And that's just to show you how motherfuckers can go on autopilot. When you're not rememberable, that's a disappointment, man. That's a disappointment. Disappointment. So bring each other a gift. Both his and her. Y'all both bring gifts. Another thing that can come off, you got to put in effort. And they talk about this all the time. But like mindless. Don't be mindless with your time or energy. As a man, it's your job to plan the date. It's your job to plan the date. Now, as a woman, when you pick a spot, and this is the part that killed me. You pick a spot and you don't know where it is on the map. You don't know the name of it. You don't know how to get there. That's lazy. Furthermore, if it's not planned appropriately, because women like to have notification the day before. Like, this is something I found out the hard way. I asked a girl out on Friday, and I just called her on Friday 30 minutes before, like, hey, do you want me to come pick you up? And she was like, oh, we still going on this date? We still going on this date? What you mean we going on this date? You ain't checked up on me all week. We ain't going on no date. I was like, I'm supposed to check up on you? That was news to me. But yeah, you got to check up on women. Got to make sure they know. And I need to know, like, it's fundamental. It's key. The confirmation is key. So like, hey, lesson learned. So I'm doing the spot check. I'm trying to make sure everything's right. And I'm getting no response. So in my mind, I'm not going on no date. But luckily for me, I was already going downtown. So that was no problem. So just the consistency. But then when I finally get everything arranged, get everything set up, she sends me a screenshot of the location. And another thing, and that's when going back to effort. This all ties into effort. That's some lazy shit. Stop sending people screenshots of the address. Just type in the address or copy that shit. People are so fucking lazy. Smartphones are designed to make our lives easier, and people are finding ways to be lazy on it. So upon her doing that, screenshotting it to me, of course, when you send me the screenshot, it shows me your current location. So it told me that you were less than 0.02 miles away, which is 800 feet. You're within walking distance of this place. So, like, this is a place you've been to before. So maybe you went with a safe bet, but also, I don't know, for safety reasons, as a woman, I would never, first time date somewhere where a dude was within walking distance, and I'll explain to you why this was really bad. Where you're within walking distance of where you live. That's great. Kudos to her, like, for having this bravery, but I don't understand it. So the awareness, 0 out of 10, right then and there. But then, for you to be late, that's just you not giving a fuck, right? That's just you not. And I get being late. That's 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Doesn't matter. It's not like I wasn't on time either. But you were late. I got there before you, and I had to wait 4 minutes. That's tough. It's just the amount of effort. It just tells me the amount of effort. If this is you trying, I'd hate to see you in your setting your ways. And this is the last thing. I'm gonna say this. This is the last thing, and this is it. Look, I don't know if this is a hung up for me, or maybe this is just me being petty. But yo, if you out on a date with someone and that person, and you're at the restaurant, and you know, this is a scenario, great meal, great conversation. It turns out, oh, you guys have a lot in common. You're getting good laughs. The waiter and other people compliment us, saying, oh, we make a cute couple. And, you know, it's flattering. Get to hear that. Clap it up for those people. Like, you know, wingmen of the year. I appreciate y'all. And the bill comes on, and she's just like, oh, thanks for buying, you know, buying whatever food. And it's like, oh, okay, nice. And then you turn her and say, oh, I really had a great time. She's like, oh, I really had a great time too. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Yo. And in my mind, okay, you know, she's going to the bathroom. She's probably going to go freshen up, come back. 5 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by. 15 minutes go by. Yo, I'm here to say, if you go on a date with somebody, don't take a shit at the restaurant. If you go on a date and you got to take a dump, do that. Like, why? Clear your bowels before you go on the date, because that 15 minutes really did feel like forever. And there was a part of me that was just like, pay the bill and walk the fuck out. Like, the date's over, right? But once again, I don't know the struggles of a woman, so it might be that time of the month, whatever, you know. It's clear that's what it is, because she even mentions, wow, that food went right through me. Okay. I confirming my suspicions, cool. But this is where all of this shit compiles. It's like death by 100 slashes. It's this part when we're leaving and we're walking back, and she's like, oh, okay, well, bye. And I was like, oh, okay, bye. And we're both walking the same direction. And she's just like, oh, you parked down this way? I was like, yeah, I parked this way. She's like, oh, well, I live this way. And we literally walked 800 feet down the street, and she's at her place of residence. And I said to myself two things. One, you couldn't walk 800 feet to take that shit. You had to make me wait there 15 fucking minutes for you to finish taking the shit after our date. And then two, how the fuck were you late for a date that was 800 feet away from your house? There were so many questions, and I could tell she was just embarrassed because, like, she's just like, okay, I'm leaving now, and I was just like, yeah, and she's like, so I'll talk to you, and this is me being petty. She was like, so I'll talk to you later. I was like, no. said, I shook my head and I was like, yes, but I said no. It's like, but I shook my head like, yeah. And I was like, no. It just came up because it was just like, it's too many coincidences. It's just too many things. So I just want to know, first and foremost, all the people in the group, I just want to know up front, who's taking a dump at the restaurant? Am I tripping here? Is that too much? Am I overreacting? Is taking the dump on the date appropriate? Because I don't know about y'all, I would have held that shit till I got to the crib, even if it meant I had to drive an hour. Shout out to Arthur. Should have waited. If it was like you got to get on a train or a plane, okay, I get it. But yo, we talking about 800 feet. Keisha, I'm beside myself because even the waiter came back and was like, "Oh, don't tell." Like she tried to play cool. Don't tell me you got another date. I won't tell the new girl. And I was just like, but real talk, this restaurant was really nice. I really dig this place, so I probably will bring someone back here. But it's just crazy. She stayed down the street, Cole. So that was my ordeal, and you know what? As rough as this ordeal was, it was actually one of the more comical situations. I got free content out of it, and to be honest, would I take this person out on another date? Absolutely not. You fucking crazy? No. She doesn't respect my time. She has some manners or some no manners. Like, if the only way we would ever go on another date is if she's taking me out on a date. And from that point, it's going to be like, it has to be like sushi, and it has to be a place I choose, and she has literally to come pick me up. She has to come pick me up. That's the only way I would ever go on another date with her. But, you know, that's the purpose of dating. Try and figure it out. And I figured it out. Taking a shit on a date is an absolute no. Clap it up. Don't take a shit. Hold it. If you take a shit on a date, that date is over. So it's over. So that's what we gained from that situation. But tell me about some game, like something that will end a date effective immediately. Let me know what you guys have to say. Let me know what you guys think about that situation. But that was what my date was like from Friday. I probably have another one on Friday. So I'll update you guys on that date. So I'll let you guys know how that was. But let me know about some of your more embarrassing moments on dates. You can tell me about your experience. You can tell me about their experience.
We can catch the vibe, but it's so hard to find through the daily grind. Been working overtime, and I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line, and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end is sight. Slow it down, and we can catch the vibes.